Clix is one of the best Fortnite players right now, and at the end of the day this comes down to multiple factors: his setup, his mouse, his keyboard, and most importantly his Fortnite settings. And in this video we will be talking about it, and I'll share all of his Fortnite settings with you guys. Make sure you do leave a like and subscribe if you do enjoy this video, but in my opinion these are some of the best settings. That's how he's qualified FNCS Grands literally already. But without further ado, I'm not going to waste your time anymore, let's get straight into this video. Okay, so first of all we're going to be talking about his display settings. Of course windowed mode, I'm not going to go into this too much at all, by the way. Windowed mode, of course he's playing full screen. Every single pro this season is playing full screen. The only pros that are not are that are using Crosshair X, Mr. Savage for example, Mongrel, Raison, they're all using windowed full screen, because when you use Crosshair X, pretty much the only way, without going in your in-game files, changing everything, you will have to use windowed full screen. But if you use full screen, your input delay is so much less and you get even more frames as well. Resolution as well, probably a shock to some of you, probably not. Resolution 1920 by 1080, literally the native resolution. We've seen so many pros playing stretch res in the past seasons, but this season almost every single pro is playing on that native 1920 by 1080. There's a reason for that, and obviously for this season, in my opinion and many others, it is the best resolution. So if you guys are playing stretch res, make sure you switch back to native, give it a go, because in my opinion I really do recommend playing native. Now for a very important part, frame rate limit. He is playing on 360 FPS, which is insanely high. Some people play on 140, some people play on 240. Clix is playing on 360. The only reason because of this, by the way, is because his monitor can handle it. I'm pretty sure, by the way, he has a 460Hz monitor, so if he really wants to, he could up the frames a tiny bit more, but I'm guessing if he does that, he will get stutters in endgame. Now, for most of you watching this video, you guys probably do not have a 460Hz monitor, so make sure you go with your monitor's refresh rate. So, for example, mine is a 240Hz monitor, so I play 240 frames. If you guys have a 140Hz monitor, make sure you play 140 frames. Literally simple as that. And if of course if you have 60Hz, then play on 60Hz. Make sure to not go overly above. The only reason is because sometimes you can get massive stutters, and with a capped frame rate limit you don't get max stutters, so make sure you do that as well. And another massive factor, HUD scale. Clix personally, he is playing on 69%. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly Peter was playing around 67, so make sure you pick around that part. HUD scale basically means your map will be smaller, your inventory will be smaller, so you can see more of your game. Obviously if you make this insanely small, you won't actually be able to see the map in the end, so make sure you hit that perfect sweet spot around 67 to 69%. Make sure you change your HUD scale. Now another massive setting is graphic settings. Brightness, of course he is playing on 100%. In my opinion I recommend you can play a bit higher than this, around 130%, 140%, literally only because the map is quite dark this season, so of course the higher brightness you play, the easier you'll be able to see and spot other enemies. So for Clix he's 100% brightness. Use him to face contrast, of course he's playing 1x, you shouldn't mess with that stuff. Colorblind mode, again maybe a shock to some of you, some pros use colorblind mode, but Clix in fact does not. He has colorblind mode off and colorblind strength on 0. Now do I recommend you guys using colorblind mode? No boys, I'm not gonna lie, this season you should not be using colorblind mode. This is literally proven with every single pro. Pretty much all of them have it off. Of course Mr. Savage has it on and a couple other pros, but the best player in the world right now also has it off. Peatbot, he has it off, so make sure you try this off as well. But if you of course need colorblind mode, then try it on, but Clix, he personally has it off. Now we'll get into Clix's sensitivity in just 1 second, but his graphics quality, again, not a shock to most of you watching this video if you've watched my videos before. View distance on medium, I'm not going to go into this because I go into it every single video, but in my opinion you should not be playing view distance on low, literally because when you're landing, of course your view distance is on low, you'll see the guns as very blurry guns, but if your view distance literally on medium, you'll be able to see guns perfectly fine, literally what they are before you land, so you get the perfect drop every single time. That is why every single pro, by the way, is playing on view distance medium, and I really recommend you guys playing it on medium or high as well. It hardly messes with your frames or input delay at all, so make sure you try it out. View distance on medium. Textures, Clix, of course playing on low. Effects low, post processing low. Literally every single other setting other than view distance you have to be playing low, because the lowest of course means your input delay will be the lowest, your frames will be the highest, unless obviously you want your game to look as perfect as possible, then you can put them on high on epic, but I really do not recommend that because most PCs won't even be able to run that on high or epic as well. But now let's actually get into his sensitivity. Now for his mouse, by the way, just before I get into it, is the Final Mouse Ultralight X Medium, one of the best mouse on the market, by the way. I'm not joking, this mouse is absolutely incredible. Of course most of you watching this video, I'm not gonna lie, not even maybe 1 or 2 of you may not even have this mouse. I'm pretty sure all of you don't have this mouse, but if you do, then that is absolutely perfect. These settings can apply to you. Of course if you have any other mouse like a Logitech G Pro Wireless, you can copy these settings as well. One thing you need to make sure of, your DPI has to be on 800. If you don't know about your DPI, just download the software of your mouse and you'll see your DPI on there and change it about. out. So if you're not playing 800 DPI, remember, do not copy these settings, but if you are, of course, that's completely fine. 800 DPI for the X and Y axis is going to come to such a shock to most of you. As we all know, you're supposed to play exactly the same X and Y, so your muscle memory is absolutely perfect. Well, Clix does not do that, and he's shown this multiple times. X axis sensitivity 8.7, Y axis sensitivity 6.3. Now you guys are probably wondering, why on earth is he doing this? Boys, I literally have no idea at all. It is so confusing to me. I'm pretty sure because he literally stuck with this sensitivity since the World Cup days, so of course he knows it works for him, so he can try out. And I kind of do recommend you guys try it out as well, because if this works for you, then of course you can be absolutely great at the game. So try it out for yourself. 8.7x and the Y axis sensitivity 6.3. Now targeting and scope sensitivity, again we see so many people going 50% or something like that. Targeting sensitivity for Clix is 60%, scope sensitivity in fact is 35%, so again it is different. So let me know what you guys think of that. In my opinion, I'm not copying these sensitivity settings, but you guys can, and let me know what you think of it. Building and editing sensitivity, this is the one thing, of course, he literally does like every other pro, 100%. I recommend you guys doing that 100%. And once you do copy those settings, by the way, literally as you're watching this video, please try it and let me know in the comments what you think of this sensitivity. As like I said, I'm not trying it, but you guys can, and I really want to know, does it actually work for you guys or not? Now without further ado, let's go on to his Windows settings. Let's see what his PC tweaker has actually done for him. Now one thing that his PC tweaker has done for him is head over to the search bar, search advanced system settings, and I'll show you the exact system settings Clix actually has. So click onto it, performance, go onto settings right here. Now right here is exactly the ones that Clix has turned on. So first one he has turned on. Remember, if you have all of them turned on, just go adjust for best performance, then go onto custom. Now everything should be unticked. Once everything is unticked, only tick these ones: animate windows when minimizing and maximizing, show thumbnails instead of icons, smooth edges of screen fonts. Once you've literally just done those three, you have the exact same as Clix. Press apply and OK. Of course your display will look a tiny bit weirder. Of course, like I'm pretty sure the Fortnite, the white logo isn't like that. And another massive example is just normally blue when you highlight something, but it's not blue this time, obviously it's like transparent. Little things like that which will increase your system performance. Another thing he has done, he has an Nvidia graphics card. So what he has done, go on to Nvidia control panel, right click on your desktop, Nvidia control panel. Of course it will take a second to load, but I really do recommend you guys copying these settings as well. Adjust image settings with preview. Once you're up here, use the advanced 3D image settings, go on to take me there. Once you press on this one right here. Now obviously I'm not going to talk for every single one, we're going to be here for ages if I do, but what I want you guys to do is copy every single thing Clix has done right here. I'll scroll down slowly, and of course if some of you are unsure about, I really do recommend you copy these exactly how you can. I'm not going to lie, these are absolutely the best settings you can possibly get in the entire game. And by the way, if you want me to talk about these settings, literally comment down below, leave a like, and I will talk about it, like make a dedicated video just in Nvidia settings. But once you have done this, that is this video done. Please do remember to leave a like down below and also subscribe. It will mean so much to me. But again, I'll see you guys further this week.